I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio and to Golden Rule Media Entertainment. I am Yaya Diamond. I am your host, and I have an amazing guest on the show today. You guys are not going to believe this. Okay, so I love AGT. I love AGT. Now, we have a contestant that was on AGT just like you saw him, like this past week, right? I mean, literally, it's Wyn Starks, guys. He's on the show, and I am just so excited to have him. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Yaya.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited to have you, man. I'm telling you, this is amazing. I am just so excited for you. Okay, so we got to kind of go back a little bit. Um, what happened to get you on AGT? How did that all come about?
Yeah, so I was I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, but I live in Nashville now and I've been there a few years just pursuing music and getting making connections and stuff, but during that process I lost my twin brother, and that
Mm.
was a really one of the hardest things that I've ever went through. In 2020 he passed away, and I was kind of in a I was like, music was kind of that thing that just kept me going and my head above water, especially because he was like one of my biggest supporters. So what I wanted to do was still, because I was like in the process of, making an album during that time. And so the grief was it was very like, it was a lot, but I wanted to finish the album to honor him, so because he just loved my music. It was huge, my biggest supporter, and so I was like, I wanted to do it for him. So I finished the album, and then opportunity opened up to go on tour because I was, I was in a, kind of a dark place during that time. But like I said, music was that thing that really kept my head above water. So I started doing that, and then after I opened up for a group called Delta Ray. Was a really great experience for me, and I was happy to be doing music and stuff, honoring my brother in that way, still. But then AGT came along. I had got off tour. I was kind of still trying to figure out what the next steps were for like my music and everything, and I was just like, I took that time to kind of you know, get therapy and kind of work on me a little, the grief,
Yeah.
to really deal with that. So because I felt like I was moving, and it was good for me, but I needed that time too to process. And so
Yeah.
I. AGT, the opportunity came along, and I know that my brother would love this. So I was like, I'm gonna do this. I was like, I'm gonna do it for him. And for a long time, I let fear and stuff stop me too, from doing something. I always wanted to do something like that too. But I'm signed, I'm signed with Curb Records. I signed with them when I moved to Nashville, and so I was like, they opened up the opportunity too for signed artists. So I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I did. It was an incredible experience. It really was, and I could
Wow.
feel him the whole time cheering me on, and smiling down on me. So that was a
Wow.
special thing for
That is
me.
special. My condolences to you. I know that that never gets really easier. I
Thank
mean,
you, yeah, yeah,
it's further away, but it's as if it was yesterday. And I know that, he's very happy with you.
yeah.
He is
Thank you,
very happy.
Yaya. Thank you,
Yay.
Yaya. Yes. My friend, I was doing this, and he was like, somebody I met on the show, actually, one of the choreographers, and he was like, this is now you can celebrate him, and I was
Mhm.
like, and I was
Yeah.
like, and that's how I look at it. It was a celebration of him, you know what I mean? And so it was a cool experience. I know he would love it. He would love
Wow.
every second of it. And I have
Definitely.
his kids there. He has three beautiful kids. They're my
Oh,
heart, and they were there supporting me, and it was just a great experience. It really was opportunity for more people to hear my music, and it was cool.
that's so cool. I mean, that's so cool. Now, there's like, I mean, everybody wants to be on AGT. What was your experience like? The audition, all the way up until up until just a couple of days ago.
Yeah. So I went for the audition again. I was kind of, like I said, I was. in a low place, and I was trying to like find my way, trying to find, who I am, you know, and so, and I'm still on that journey, no pun intended. I'm still on that journey
I hear you.
of finding
Yeah.
out, especially not having my brother here, and
Mhm.
so I I went to do that, and I was like, when I went, normally in situations like, because I used to have terrible stage fright, so I was like, normally, thank you so much. Normally I would be so nervous in a situation like that, especially such a big platform like that. And even though I've toured, and that really helped me to kind of get more comfortable with performing and speaking, and but I was like, that was just because I grew up watching these people, these judges, you
Right.
know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
to be in front of them was a different thing. And so, but I felt him all around me, and there was no fear. There was more just like, I'm here and I'm ready to do this. It's my time, and I'm taking this opportunity by the horns, and just, you know what I'm saying,
I
gonna,
got you. Yeah, do it.
so yeah, and
Yeah.
so that time I felt really literally like I was flying, in that audition. It kind of is like an out of body thing for me, that whole thing with that, with the audition process. And then to be invited back for the lives was huge for me. And so I was like, you know what? I still am processing, honestly. Like, it's still like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to me. It was a
I
really
hear.
cool experience.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Okay, so we you got into AGT. You the whole process is great. You're signed. You're better now than you were before, or are you on the same path as you were? I mean, did this give you like that boost that you really thought it would give you, or did you even know?
I went, it definitely did. I mean, and I got to meet some awesome, the people who the contestants were awesome, but the behind the scenes crew there, I
Hmm.
really connected with them, like, and they were just awesome. I loved, they handled my, this story with such care, because I was, you're naturally gonna be like, especially because it's so fresh, um after losing him, and you're just like, you wonder how, like, is this right for me to do right now? Because I'm still, you know what I mean? But they were so awesome on that set. They really were, the crew. I really connected with them, and they handled it with such care, the story, and they were just, it was a really, I loved being able to connect with them, as well as the contestants too. But the behind the
Right.
scenes crew, they were really cool. They were really
Wow.
cool.
Wow. Okay, so we're moving forward to your music now. And you do have a song out called Who I Am, but you've been out for a minute, man. I mean, I kind of researched you. You're not no spring chicken, yo.
Right. Yeah, I have. I've been doing this a little while now. And that's why, like, this was huge too. This platform, being able to, broaden it, with this platform was a great opportunity. And the love from the people, oh my God, like, it reminds me of why I do this.
Hmm.
I've had the opportunity to connect with so many other people and their life story through the song, Who I Am, through my music. It gave them, they were like, "Oh my God, I don't care if you didn't win. I'm just glad I
Yeah,
found you through AGT." Like,
that's
they're
right.
like, I would, that's my win. It just, all these messages, they're beautiful, and they're, man, it's like a healing for me too during this whole thing. All
Mm.
this love that I've been getting from people, and it's, yeah, it's really cool.
That's so cool. That's
Uh,
so, and it is a healing. I can see it. I can see it as a healing because you're going out there, you're doing what you said you're going to do. Your brother really would be very proud of you. Whether he's here or not,
Thank
he's
you.
still
Yeah,
here
yeah.
with you in spirit.
Hmm.
And I feel that. And I do
Yeah, me
understand
too.
that loss, I do. I do understand.
Mm,
Okay, so we're
thank
getting
you,
into your
Yaya.
music.
Ah,
Get
yeah,
into your music. So
yeah.
okay, so
Hmm.
Miriam wanted to know, how do you describe your music?
Oh, so yes, that's. I'm sorry, but yeah. So, I I would describe my music like it's more like soul pop, retro pop, I guess,
Mhm.
if I wanted to fit it into a thing. And yeah, that's kind of how I describe it. And it's like, especially, songs like Who I Am kind of were that song where I kind of went a little deeper into my personal story of just becoming Wyn Starks. And and yeah, I've been doing it for a while, the music, and it's like I said, I moved to Nashville 5 years ago, and I it's been a journey. And what I love with this process too is like I'm still on that journey, and I get to take so many more people with me now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
all these people that are hearing this music, and like I love that I get to like take them on this journey with me, to share this,
that's
even
great.
new things that are happening, and it's really cool.
That is really cool. I'm just so happy for you. This is something that, you probably didn't even think. I mean, if somebody would have told you, this is the question. If somebody would have said to you a few years ago, you're going to be on AGT and you're going to be like in a live show and then you're going to go this far, what would you say?
Yeah.
I mean, would you laugh at them like you laughed at me just now?
Yeah, I had a surreal moment even when I was like before I went on AGT and I was touring, because I remember like being a kid, and when you're a kid you have these dreams, you dream big, and I was
Mhm.
like, so when I was standing up on that stage, as well as like I said, when I was touring for that time before I went on AGT, I had so many surreal moments where I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm." Because, like I said, I used to be terrified to sing, and like I had a lot of stage fright. But to
Mhm.
be doing this, I wouldn't have never imagined. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was standing up there like, wow, and I just, especially after when I did the first, like I just bawled because it was like, it's happening. Like all these things I dreamed about being a kid, it's like happening before my eyes, and it's
Wow.
like I said, I'm still processing. It's
Mhm.
still
Oh
it's
yeah,
still.
definitely. Miriam's got a lot of questions today. Hey Miriam, what's up, girl? Okay, so why did you choose Nashville
Oh
versus Los
yeah.
Angeles or Atlanta? That's a good question. I mean, there's just so many different things, and people are saying that people are moving away from Nashville to go to Atlanta or to Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's a good question. And but so because I love LA. Oh my God, I
Hmm.
love LA. I love New York. I was like, I have so many, like I've made so many, even through this music, connections with other artists, especially here and in New York and even Atlanta. I was like, but so when I was living in Minneapolis, and then I moved to Dallas for a short time because I have family there, and I was just trying to. It was kind of my hiatus period where I was trying to figure things out with my music, and that was right before I moved to Nashville. So I had a friend who already lived here and was an artist, and really, um, they were signed with the label that I'm with, and I was making really cool connections through them, with other
Hmm.
artists here and writers. So I would drive here from Dallas. I mean, not here. I'm in LA now, but I would drive to Nashville from Dallas, and I met one of my really good friends who produced my album, most of my album, and he was like, he saw a clip of me singing that like I said, I'm my worst critic. So I'm like, when I put videos up or anything, I'm like, I can be my worst critics at times. So I put this video up and I was just like, I'm not gonna touch it or like, be overcritical. I'm just gonna put this video up of me singing. And he heard it. My friend's friend, who's my good friend now, heard it and was like, I want to get him on a song. And so I came down. I went down to Nashville and I started working with him in music, and then it just started building from there. And oh, thank you so much. And it's just that I can't help but see these comments. It's
Yeah, I know. That's so cool, right?
awesome. I love it. So I ended up meeting him, and then he was like, "Hey, I got a place opening up. Just come move. You like you if you're interested, you're more than welcome." And I was like, I'm gonna do this. I packed my stuff up and I drove to Nashville, moved there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm glad I did because I've been able to make some awesome connections, and not just because of people that I knew there, but even more from people they know in LA and Atlanta and everywhere. It's
Right.
cool to be able to make these connections, and that's just now I'm trying to figure out what's my next. You know what I mean? Because I love all these places, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
what's the
Well,
next place I want to live, you know?
yeah, but I
Even
was
though I
gonna
love
ask you.
Nashville, you know.
I was gonna ask you that. Where is the next place you would like to grace your talent with?
Oh, I want to travel is really what I want to do. So home will be just my little hub, but I mostly want to tour and work on this music. You know what I mean? So
I hear you.
at
So
that point, it would be like
do you have a tour schedule yet? Or are you getting one in?
we're working on it now,
Oh,
actually. So a lot of great things have been like through the show, through just people hearing this music, a lot of great opportunities. Thank you, Colleen. It did. It really did. And so I've been having this opportunity to I love LA. I'm here now. Like I this is my I love coming here and writing with people, and I'm actually staying with it's a funny story. My teacher from junior high who was a huge influence in my life, you know, me and my twin brother, and we stayed connected through the years.
wow.
And she's just always supported me and everything, you know. My and I have another teacher, my music teacher too, who I keep in contact with too. So but we're here, and she was like, come stay the weekend with me. She came to my show. I hadn't seen her in a while. We stayed connected on social
Wow.
media, and she invited me to come stay, and I was like, and like I mean, she bought me my first computer. She like took me to my first play, you know, like she was like one of those like
Wow.
real ones. And I had a lot
Wow.
of trauma growing up as a kid and stuff, and she was really patient with me, and so to be able to still stay connected with her is really cool. So that's why
That
I'm
is
here
cool.
now, still in LA.
Wow. That is so
It's been
cool.
yeah.
Oh, props to the teachers out there that keep connected with their students.
Yes. We
Yes.
love
Yes.
teachers.
We
We
love
love
teachers.
teachers.
Oh,
They are
definitely love
so,
teachers,
and I'm
honey. Oh,
telling you, I it is a real thing that, you know, the impact that they leave, you know what I mean? And so that's why I have huge respect and love for teachers. And I'm like,
mm-hmm.
and one thing she said to me recently, she's like, everybody's kind of a teacher, good or bad. We're all learning lessons from people.
Yeah,
You know, we're all teachers in a sense, right?
definitely,
And
definitely.
that was such a great. I was like a light bulb went off when she said that.
That is so
And I
cool.
was yeah.
That is so cool. All props out to the teachers, man. I tell you, when it comes down to like, okay, so you're going places, man. You got the new music coming out, which we're gonna be playing the music video for a little bit later on, and you're gonna go ahead and introduce that. But is there a question that you've always wanted to answer that nobody has ever asked you?
That's a good question. that that no. No.
Oh my gosh. I get that a
No.
lot, you know. I get that a lot.
Yeah. That's a good question. I
But
think
is
I'll
there?
sit on that for a second and think about that.
Okay. But
That's a good one.
while he is going ahead and going and think about that, we're going to go ahead and say, please join him on winstarks.com. Also, he has an Instagram, Wyn Starks, as well as his TikTok is Wyn Starks. And we want to give a shout out to Never Stop Entertainment, Joe Mason and his team for making this
Yay.
possible today. Thank you guys
Thank
so much.
you.
I appreciate every single last one of you. And I appreciate Mr. Wyn. Are you ready, Wyn? Are you? And did you think enough about it?
Um, I still not ready yet. Such a good question. Well, a
But it's
question
one of those.
I wish somebody would ask me that they haven't.
Right.
Um,
Something that you've always wanted to share, some maybe an inspiration or something to that effect, because a lot of us have something in us that nobody's ever noticed before. And I think, I've
I
always
think I
wanted
have
to
it.
like
Yeah.
focus on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you. That's kind of opened up something in me just
Hmm.
now. Like, I think music is my heart. I live and breathe it, and I just love music. But aside even from music, I have just a huge heart for like social justice and like activism. And I think that and that's why I love music, because you can be able to share those things through music, you know what I'm saying? And those things. And I think that that would be like what are some of the things I'm so passionate about, just any marginalized community and being part of one myself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And being part of a few, you know what I'm saying, marginalized
Yeah.
communities, you know. And so I feel like I would love to share more of that part of myself as well with people. You know
Awesome.
what I mean?
I
And so
do. I do. Look at that, Miriam.
thank
When
you,
you apart.
Miriam.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you, Miriam. Oh, thank you so much.
Amazing. Amazing.
So
You
yeah,
know,
that's one part of myself I would love to be able to
that's
express more
amazing.
with people, you
Oh
know.
yeah. Oh yeah. And that, and, you know, and people don't understand that just because, you know, you're a singer or you're an entertainer, it doesn't mean that you have a lot of different pieces to the puzzle. And I know that people will
Yeah.
appreciate you going out there. You're such an inspiration, when, and I want to thank you so much for
Thank
being on
you,
the show, man.
Yaya. Thank you, Yaya. I'm happy to be here. You know, it doing things like this with people like you too. It just makes it all worth it. It makes me like reminds me why I do this. You know,
Hmm.
it does.
That's
I
wonderful.
love it. You know,
That's
and
wonderful.
I it's been like I said, it's been really hard. You know, especially because it's so fresh. You know,
Yeah.
but oh my God, he would be so. That's what keeps like thinking about how happy I can literally hear him. Like, yeah, you know his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, just cheering me on, and that's it. That's
Wow.
he's what's kept me going, and this love from people. You know what I mean? It's everything. It is healing for me. It's part of this healing process, and I'm
Wow.
really excited to be doing this. You know.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you,
I'm definitely
Yaya.
excited for you. Wow.
Thank you,
Well,
Yaya.
this is where I step out, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow him on all of the social media. Go to his website for his upcoming tour dates. Hopefully they're coming soon because, you know, coming off of AGT just like the other day, he's got to get it all together. But oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
yeah.
man, I am so excited for
But I
you.
will keep everybody posted on all
Please.
those about what's happening in my world. I've been um trying to like really be, especially with all this love. I want to hear everything everybody's saying, and I want to let you guys. I want to meet y'all. I want to, you know. So I'll definitely keep you posted on everything that's happening.
Awesome. And I tell you when, if you're in my area, I will definitely come out and be the media and cover your event because I got to meet you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yes. I would love. Oh, we got to make this happen. That's on the
Oh,
list.
I would love to meet you,
That's
cover
on
your
the
event,
list.
and go backstage and show everybody how amazing you really are. Because I'm telling you, you're
Thank
an
you,
amazing person,
Yaya.
not only on the outside, not only just your
Thank you,
talent, but
Yaya.
your heart. Thank you so much. Okay, so
Thank you,
hold on a second.
Yaya.
This is,
You
I have
too,
this video
Yaya.
airing
Thank
on
you.
my show Saturday and on demand. Love him. Ah,
Oh, thank you so much.
woo! Yes, yes,
Oh,
definitely,
that's
definitely.
awesome.
Oh man, oh man. So I'm gonna go
That's
ahead and
what I'm
back out,
talking about. I
guys.
love that.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
too. You know, when you have people that love you so much, you just can't help but, you know, I love. Okay, here it goes. And that's what we're getting ready to play right now, right, Wyn?
Hey,
I'm
yep,
getting ready to back
yep.
out. You guys, thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming out. Wait,
Yaya.
we got more comments here. I see you with glamour out on the pics, the press pics. Hey, he did.
Yeah.
Wait, we gonna back out. Hold on a
Yes.
second. I need you to see this. Wait, hold on.
It's so funny. My friend really let me have it for that. That was my brother. That was my EP too, and my brother got to hear. That's why "Who I Am" is one of his favorite songs. But he got to hear that EP, and he was even
Mm.
giving me like, "Look at you with your little, you know, getting your little sexy on with your." And then that picture was on a Billboard chart in Nashville. So all my friends were like taking pictures of it and sending it to me, like, "Oh, really?" Like,
Oh my gosh.
I said, "Who would I ever thought I'd have a Billboard with my, you know, you know?" It
Oh
was
my gosh.
cool.
But that's
It
cool
was
though.
fun.
That's cool. I know
Yeah,
you kind of
it is
you gotta
cool.
I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, you gotta freak out a little bit. You
You
gotta freak out.
know,
You do.
I
You
had
have
to
to
give him
freak
a
out.
little Marvin. You know, Marvin, he was first of all one of my brother's biggest favorite artists. So with that shoot, I kind of wanted to pay homage to other um great black great artists, you know, um and just kind of do a nod to them. And so that was kind of my Marvin nod, my Marvin Gaye nod.
Oh my gosh. So Gina, girl, I love you. I don't know why her name isn't showing up either, but this is Gina, and
Hi,
she is she's so
Gina.
cool. She's so cool. But she
Gina,
says it's
thank
an
you,
honor to be
Gina.
here. Great show. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, we've had just amazing. Okay, so this is an answer. Look at this. This is cool. I'm just gonna stay here. How about that?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Y'all keep talking.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm gonna
love
go ahead and
it.
back out, and I'm gonna say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Well, we got something, and then we're gonna have Wyn
I
go ahead
know.
and
You're
announce
right,
his song
Miriam.
because we got to play that right now.
Yes. Well, who I am, this talks about my journey in becoming Wyn Starks, um and I'm glad that it was kind of I kind of call it my diary song. It just gives you a glimpse of inside my heart. And so I hope y'all enjoy it. Here's the official video to who I am, and I love y'all. I'll keep you posted on everything Wyn Starks, and thanks again.
Woo-hoo!
Woo! In the dark, all my life held it in, but not anymore. Got 2 feet on the floor. This is it. I'm stronger than ever before. Pardon my imposition, but this is my conviction. I need to get this off my mind. I gotta be me, gotta be who I know I am inside. Can finally breathe, taking it in, look at me flying. It's always been there, it just took me a minute to find it. If I were to be anybody else, I'd just be hiding who I am, who I am. Looking back on a little boy, never gave him a chance to ever be more. I didn't love him, but I'm gonna love him right now and forever. It's time to push open the door. Pardon my imposition, but this is my conviction. Ain't nothing left to hold me down. No. I gotta be me, gotta be who I know I am inside. Can finally breathe, taking it in, look at me flying. It's always been there, it just took me a minute to find it. If I were to be anybody else, I'd just be hiding who I am, who I am. It's always been there, it just took me a minute to find it. Who I am. Gotta be me, gotta be who I know I am inside. Can finally breathe, taking it in, look at me flying. It's always been there, it just took me a minute to find it. If I were to be anybody else, I'd just be hiding who I am, who I am. It's always been there, it just took me a minute to find it. Who I
Do you own your home in Florida or still rent?
Yeah.
You pay more than
I did to be different. I did.